The normal eraser. Okay, normal eraser will erase the background. Yes, it erases the background. You could change the hardness so it will do the same effect as the paintbrush. I use that to get rid of the edges, make it more floaty, and make it much more transition better. Like I hate sharp edges on images, especially something like here. But it's nice. Okay, so that's just, and you can change the size as well and the hardness. Okay, the background eraser tool, self-explanatory. I'm sure I mean background. It erases everything. I mean, it even erases the white off the background. This is just a plain background. It's nothing, no colors on this. No color at all inside the middle here. But it's also a good tool if you want to actually pull something from the background. You could just delete the background one time and just place something back on it. So you could come up with different ways to use it. This is one of my favorite tools, especially if you have a high definition image, is the Magic Eraser tool. If you made a project like this and you do something similar what I did, not just this plain image right here with a little black square, but if you do something like this, the Magic, it's just like the automatic selector tool. If you just click on a selection, on a object that you pull from the background, it automatically deletes it or erases it. Same thing if I click outside, it automatically will delete everything. It's a very nice tool, but it's only good if you're making a project inside Photoshop or if you have a high definition camera that can actually distinguish with enough pixels that this is separated from this. But it's nice. I would recommend a camera that at least 10 megapixels or higher to actually do this with any sense at all. And one of my favorites again, the bucket tool. You'll see me use this. This is one of my favorite tools. If I just want to clear out something, click, click, everything. Everything's gone. I have a little outline right here because I was messing around with it a little bit, but it's basically the same thing. On the bucket tool, also if you have a high definition as well, high definition picture or project as well, the high definition picture, it also specifically selects a area that has the same level of plane, so to say. So if you paint on top of paint, you have one layer of paint, but you have a paint on top, but you didn't get to cover all the paint. So you can just remove the paint on top, and the bottom paint will still be unharmed. Like I click on this, I remove the paint on top, and the rest of it is not harmed. Or is also because but in this case, the whole selection right here was black, and this whole selection here right here was red. So it knows that yes, this is black, so I only taken black. This is red, I'm only taking red. So that is my favorite. I don't want a white circle, I like my black circle. I like the red and black. The gradient tool, you can find ways to make this gradient tool work for you. If you click up top of here, you can change it. You can change the type of gradient you want, but you need different colors inside your piece, so to say, inside your piece. So let me just get a next color. Let me just go to this. Let me go with the Samaki tool there, and let's see, let's pick a color. Let's pick a color green, the eye hurting green. And where's my bucket tool? The bucket tool is an amazing tool. I love it. So let me just control this. You guys can see that it's coming above the image a little bit with this. Not much, but you actually can tell. So let me continue by saying this. If you go back to the gradient tool, you can do any angle you want. I can do that at this angle. You see a nice red, and you see a nice black in the middle, and you see a nice green. Click on it. Try that. Click on it. If you have more colors, it will be much more predominant, but it looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. But you don't need all of that. You can make use of that and undo the paint bucket. I don't need no green to mess it up. But that's basically the gist of that. There's different patterns you can use. We have different colors, things like that. I will show y'all this a little later. That is more advanced. Opacity. Let me show you all opacity. Opacity. Get it back in there. Let me unlock the layer. I will teach you this at a later date about layers, but opacity, now you can't see it, slowly bringing it back into focus. That's this opacity. You're taking it from 100% opaque to 100% transparent. Okay, now going to the blur tool. The blur tool is self-explanatory as well. I want to do the hardness at 100, and it's supposed to blur. It's a blurring, I can't tell. So, but it's basically what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to blur. It's normally good for images. It's supposed to work on this as well. It's supposed to, but at the moment, I think it's just being picky. Let me just go for strength. Let me see. No, but just being picky with me. The smudge tool, let's see if it's smudge tool. This one should work. Yeah, you can see the smudge tool is working. Oh, and the next thing, I have to mention this. Adobe Photoshop, After Effects, things like that. Anything related to Adobe nowadays, let's say, takes up a lot of memory power. Not memory. It takes a lot of memory, but it takes up a lot of CPU power. So make sure you have a good CPU. My CPU is alright, but even sometimes my CPU can't really handle what Photoshop is dishing out. Wow. It can't even handle it. But later on, I'm going to, let's say, the upgrade for my computer is coming very soon, and hopefully it can help out with the situation. But I don't really, if this, it should help. Also, I think you also need a good graphics card as well to make sure, because a good graphics card will also help in this as well. And and let's say continuing on, let me just say this before I have some free time until this thing cools down so you can actually see the effect of the smudging. But Photoshop is a tool that you can use anywhere. You can use this for anyone. Anyone can just go there and Photoshop, but you need to know what the tool do, what the tool does, what the tool can function as, and what your imagination can use the tool for. Just in just in the right time as well. And this is what you get for smudging. I'm not smudging again. And sharpen, you know what sharpen does. It sharpens the image, but I'm just going to click it this time. It's going to click it. I click it. It's better with images, so to say. Okay, make sure you remember all these tools names as well, because the names is going to be mixed up a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go to the burn tool. What is the burn tool, you may ask? The burn tool will burn, burn, and burn. It's like it makes the image, makes the color dark and darker, like you are actually scorching the color. That's basically the burn tool. You are burning an object. This I use it for images to try